to the Mr. Bill Show. We got 80s karaoke and puppets galore. Spin the wheel for a dollar and hell, give you some more. Blondes have more fun. Mr. Bill sees to that. Stacks them on the screen to get the super chats. Only comes out in the daylight, but he's staying up late. Laura's not camera ready, but he's gonna wait. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show.
Hey, Mrs. Axel.
Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show.
The notifications went out today.
Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. Rating is his favorite, but don't rate his curves. Watching while they're sleeping, but do not disturb. He won't do no cussing, watching for that preacher man, or going into spaces to bicker with Pam. Race stream, live stream, we all scream for ice cream. The Mr. Bill Shuffle is his claim to fame. Won't remember frosted tips, but you'll remember his name. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. 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 The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show.
Alrighty, guys. How we doing? How we doing? Hopefully you guys like some of that there. No free music. No free music for you guys today, okay? You guys, I know you want free music. If you're watching last night, you got a lot of free music last night. And late at the end of the night, I think I ended at about 2:40 a.m. I think YouTube kind of blocked it on me, so nobody can see it or whatever. But anyway, we had fun last night. Watched a lot of songs. What else were we doing late last night? Playing music, listening to bedtime stories, listening to famous speeches, all sorts of interesting stuff last night. If you were there last night, that was very cool. Anyway, thank you guys for popping in here. Let's cover a little bit of news here. Follow Ground Zero. That was the video thing that I was doing there. Instead of the boring 2-minute intro video or whatever, I'll try to find some interesting videos online or something like that, or little restreams or whatever to kind of have as a background till I can come up with my own music video song or something like that. And I can't see Louis' comments in here, but I could a minute ago in a P stream. So weird. Try hit the live chat or whatever at the top, Mrs. Axel. Sometimes it defaults to top chat or whatever, but if you hit the live chat at the top, it should fix that for you. I do not have the Mountain Dew flowing today. No, I do have the Cherry Coke flowing though, just in case. Wait, I don't have my screen over here, do I? There it is. I see the Cherry Coke flowing over there. Actually, I should pour it instead of drink it out of the bottle, probably. You guys drink it out of the bottle, or do you guys pour it into a glass? With ice or without ice? Hold your horses. Hold your horse. We'll get to the news here in a second. It's very foamy, very foamy. Not as foamy as root beer or whatever. Root beer gets very foamy, but Cherry Coke, it's got a bit of a foam to it too. You drink out of the bottle, Louis? I figured you're one of those cavemen that do that too. Usually I do too, but not usually the 2 liters. If it's like the 1.25 liters and below, yes. But if the 2 liters, not really the thing there. Anybody ever drink out of the milk carton back in the day? Anyway, that's enough talking about milk cartons and things like that. Jesse's in the chat. Do you see Jesse's? Do you see the chat now? Jesse, if you don't, do you see Louis now? If you don't see Louis, I'll make sure I do more of the things like that so you can see the chat there. Hopefully you're doing good. Louis is a good guy. All right, let's watch some news here. This was about Justice Department credits James O'Keefe undercover videos for the indictment of LA election fraudster Brenda Brown.
And yes, James O'Keefe is the source of that thing. There was a public reporting of an undercover video of her on video paying homeless people to register to vote. So I think that was widely reported. It was all over the press, and as a result of that, we initiated and opened up a criminal investigation.
If you're in Oregon, make sure you vote, guys. I need to, after this video, I'm going to fill out my ballot and turn it in.
Investigation with the FBI. Not only did Ms. Brown pay people to register to vote, which is illegal, it is a federal crime, 52 USC 10307C. She also induced them to place false information on the voter registration forms. She had them put her address as the address to receive the ballots. What she was going to do with those ballots when received was to be determined. But this is an example of election fraud. And this is not merely an allegation. She has admitted guilt. She'll be appearing in court at 10 o'clock this morning. And she has
hoping for a lighter sentence, I assume.
Agreed to enter a plea of guilty at the appropriate time. So this is not an allegation. This is not a theory. This is a...
I'm guessing we might have some bigger fish to fry in California. If that's the case, I wonder if she was kind of told to do that by somebody higher up.
A admitted form of election fraud.
Hey, Danny, how you doing? Nice to see you. You were sleepy last night or something like that, or you weren't sleepy. I was trying to get you to fall asleep to lullaby music or 80s music and all sorts of stuff, but it wasn't working. You had a bad back or whatever. I suggest taking like an Advil or you ever try that Pain Quill PM or whatever, sort of like from the makers of NyQuil. They call it Pain Quill, and they got the daytime version and the nighttime version. And it works for my parents anyway pretty well. Takes away the pain and it helps you sleep easier. If it was pain, it was more like too much driving or whatever, I guess, kept you awake. Anyway, that story there. Hopefully California will wake up there. Yes, don't like the boring news. I know you like the exciting news. Maybe later we'll get into the video. I think Caitlin Bennett's probably going to put out another. Should I watch part of the video now and then when it comes out or whatever, pretend like I didn't see this part of the video? I don't know. That's tempting. We'll see about that.
And have you always been a right-of-centre person, or are you a conservative? Where are you politically?
I would say that everyone starts off as a lefty and then wakes up at some point after you start either making money, working, trying to run a business, trying to buy a home, and then realize what crap ideas they all are.
I'm not sure who this lady is, but I saw that and say, hey, yes, that's pretty much true for most people there. Australian actress Holly Valance says that everyone starts out as a lefty. Has she been in anything I know by chance? Let me just do a quick little. IMDb. Pretty lady. She's been on Vogue. Oh, Taken. Okay, I do recognize from the show Taken, not the movie Taken, but show Taken. Well, she was also in episodes of Prison Break. I like that show. Ooh. No, different movie. Okay. I think she's been around for quite a while there. Red Herring, Surviving Georgia. Anyway, a few things. Oh, Shark series also, one episode. Anyway, Prison Break was a good show, though. One episode of Entourage. Oh, yeah, I remember her from Entourage, too. It was a good show, too. Okay. Do you guys see this one here? I haven't had a chance to watch the whole video. Here's in uniform. Any veterans out there, guys, that are out there? We had somebody that was a veteran the other day in the chat. I deleted the video here. Oh, he doesn't get along with Tommy Boy or something like that. I better stay out of the drama, okay? I don't want more of this drama between patriots or something like that. I don't want to get canceled by getting into drama between patriots there, Louis. Don't put me in the middle of that stuff. I don't want to be involved in that kind of things like that. That's not good. I want to see what this lady had to say here, though.
I have some shit to say. Y'all aren't gonna like it. And yes, I am in uniform on purpose because it is important to me for you guys to understand who this is coming from. Due to military law, I cannot speak on the administration, so I will keep it very vague. But I want to talk about ICE and not the shit on the ground. What happened in Minneapolis cannot be excused. It should not be excused. And I go as far as to say that people who are defending it, saying that it should have happened or that she deserved it, you should not associate with those people.
Sounds like this is a video that was taken quite a while back or something like that. I'm guessing after the Renee Good situation. She's probably being very careful with her words here.
Because it tells you a lot about their morals, and along with other things that are morally wrong with those kinds of people, it just makes sense, right? Now, if you were someone who can get past those morals and say, okay, well, I don't think they deserve to die. However, it was warranted due to the circumstances of the situation. It still wasn't warranted because, one, it was illegal. What they did was illegal.
I figured pink pool works pretty good for a lot of people. Tylenol PM is probably another good one also. Yeah. See, we give Danny Rebel, if he's still in here, good ideas to use to help his back pain or something like that. Well, these young guys or whatever, like Danny Rebel is, he shouldn't have a whole lot of pain. He's too young or whatever. Us slightly older guys like me or whatever, we once in a while have little back pains and things like that, and we got to find a way to put our old massagers on them or something like that. I wonder if she's crossing the line here. You can't attack the administration, but can you attack agencies within that administration? But what she's doing here so far is she's going after actions. If she's going to go after the entire thing or whatever, the entire ICE all ICE is bad, then I would think that would be kind of going after the administration, because the administration runs ICE. If she says what ICE is doing is all bad, then I would think that she might get in trouble with Secretary of War or something like that. Well, let's see how she does this.
It's the fact that they killed somebody. ICE is not law enforcement.
I don't have this on high speed. Is she purposely talking high speed? The video probably will speed up when she made it, I'm guessing, because that's a very fast. Let me see if I slow it down.
In their rules, they are not allowed to shoot at fleeing vehicles. They are not allowed to approach or drag people out of cars, which is what they were trying to do if you watch the video, unless they suspect that they are an undocumented immigrant, which is their whole span of duty. She was a white woman. She was a white woman who was letting a car pass in front of her to get away from ICE. Whatever you want to call it, yes.
Is she talking about Renee Good? There's no car in front of her. Maybe there's another situation here. She did say Minnesota. What car was passing in front of her?
Maybe she was just trying not to get her vehicle hit by another car. Sure, she was letting them go, whatever. There was no warrant for them to get out of their car and stop her and try to get her out of her car. That is the first point that I want to make, is that them stopping her was unwarranted regardless, because
her being in the middle of the road was unwarranted also, wasn't it?
She did not fit the description of the people they were looking for to begin with. Point number 2 being, from whatever angle you want to look at, right? Yes, the non-law enforcement dude who was standing in front of the vehicle when she began.
The non-law enforcement dude, immigration and customs enforcement. Immigration and customs are laws. Enforcement is enforcement. So
to turn out, she very well could have slightly tapped his thigh with the edge of her bumper, trying to get away from them. It does not warrant several times. Okay, do you want to know why? His life wasn't in danger. It is not self-defense if your life is not in danger. By the time he pulled out his weapon and shot her, she was already turned the opposite direction, going away.
You didn't watch the video very closely. At impact, her wheels were straight. at the person. Maybe they were in the process of turning, but at point of contact from all videos, they were aimed at him. You understand that? And she wasn't supposed to be driving the car anyway. So when you're compounding one bad thing with another bad thing, what are the people going to assume you're going to do? Or you think they're going to do it? Now she's going to do a good thing. Even though she already did a bad thing, two bad things, not getting out of the car, starting the car, two bad things. Is the guy in front of her going to assume she's going to do another things? Or is he going to maybe assume that she wants to do bad things? Since she's already done two bad things that he would probably suspect, because I'm thinking he knows that she was supposed to get out of the car too. Yeah, he knows that she's not supposed to drive towards the person. That's the other bad thing also.
He was out of the way of the vehicle. You can argue that point all you want, but regardless, he wouldn't have fucking died. And that is one of those things.
He might have had his leg ran over, and when your leg bleeds out or something like that, because the bleeding and ambulances aren't close enough because there's too much trouble in the area because he leftist. Yeah, I think he could have died also. Maybe not immediately or whatever, but yeah, sometimes when you get your leg crushed and there's blood all over the place, things like that, you do understand this. I'm not sure if you're part of a medic or anything like that, but you should understand that's a possibility.
Things that you say, well, she was legally in the wrong. If she was legally in the wrong, that could have been fought legally in court.
After the guy died, okay, that would have been a good thing, I guess. What the heck?
Had she been alive today? How is that, like, how do you guys not understand that? And then there's going to be the people who are saying, well, this is the first time it happened. Maybe it's just this one guy. The reason I'm saying this specifically, and you guys can call it fear-mongering or whatever the fuck you want, I'm now scared. I am a white woman who works in the military. Here's my rank, here's my fucking branch, here's my name, whatever. I live in San Diego. And today, there were protests over ICE. They're here. In the event that I get stopped in an instant like that.
Anybody want to tell her what's wrong with her theory here? Anybody want to tell her what's wrong with her theory here? As a U.S. Army person, on duty or off duty, you're not supposed to be protesting government actions. So why would you be there protesting government action since, as you pointed out, you're part of the military?
Where I'm caught up somewhere where I'm not trying to be, whether I'm in uniform or not, I'm now terrified that that is going to happen to me. You want to know why? Because if I am in a situation where an unmarked vehicle pulls up on me and a man, several men wearing masks, which they're not allowed to do.
Do you want me to fact check it?
Pulls a gun on me, I'm taking the fuck off. And legally, they have no warrant to stop me, trying to get in my vehicle and take me out of it, or
have you ever been pulled over by the police and tried to resist police's lawful orders? Have you ever done that? What is wrong with these people that don't understand basic behaviors? How long have you been in the military? I'm pretty sure there's kind of a code of conduct kind of class they have in the military.
shoot me. But it's now a problem that will continue to happen. And even in like the calmer sense of things, there was a situation that happened maybe a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't really remember because it's hard to keep up with all of this shit. There was a sailor, a U.S. Navy sailor in Virginia Beach who was pulled over by an ICE agent who was in uniform. And they suspected him of being an undocumented immigrant. He showed them their CAC, your common access card. Every single military member has one, which is your identification saying you are legally in the United States military. That was not good enough. This person was arrested and detained by ICE for being brown. Okay. I'm half Hispanic. Would you have guessed? No.
Not putting out her Hispanic heritage or anything like that, but I'm guessing she's using it. That's where this kind of anger is coming from by chance.
But now, white people. This white woman was shot in broad daylight
Hey, Rosie, how you doing?
because she was not complying. They are
Not because she was not complying. If the guy told her to get out of the car and she didn't get out of the car, she wouldn't have died. What was it that she was doing that caused the event to happen? Twisting the words and lying about things. It's not exactly military conduct.
not law enforcement. They are not the police. They are not the military.
They are literally law enforcement. What does it stand for? Immigrations and Customs Enforcement.
They are not a sanctioned party who dictates those things. Regardless if it was a police officer, I would still be saying the same shit. His life
That's
is not in danger. She should not have died. She was not the target demographic of what they're going after.
the person that they were going after. They needed to get that person out of there. She was blocking them from getting the person and themselves out of a situation. She was blocking them from doing their job. So if you say they're supposed to be doing their job, she's stopping them from doing what their actual job was. How would you have handled it?
Which is unfortunate to say in itself. But it should have never happened, therefore it should not be defended. I think that the protests and the riots are okay in this instance. Her car was full of toys for her 3 children, and she was letting a car pass, and then motioned them to go forward, and then they started getting out of the vehicle, and she said, you know what? I don't want anything to do with this. Decides to move.
Decides to, what would she do before she decided to move? Disobey a lawful order by a law enforcement officer. That's what she decided to do. You're assuming they're not law enforcement officers when it literally said the E on their badge is for enforcement. Yes, she may have not been illegal or something like that. They still have to enforce the laws. If people stop them from enforcing the laws, federal laws, then they can sort of make sure that those people are held accountable for that situation. You understand this?
At like 3 miles an hour. My life is in danger. Oh no. Fucking kills her. You guys should be more mad at the people who are defending this man. And that's that.
I don't think she did anything against policy, U.S. Army policy at that point there, but her opinions on that are just whack, in my opinion. If I can have an opinion, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to have an opinion in certain places, but maybe I am. What was this one about here? An active pure situation is underway at the Islamic Center of San Diego. Please confirm a massive emergency response is underway. No word yet on casualties as the situation is still active. You guys heard about this thing here? I didn't know about this.
Shit. Look. Look, it's active right now. There's a live shooting right now. It's shooting right now. Nowhere to fucking go. Where do I go? Go this way? Blocking everything, bro. Look. Shit.
Wow. 3 unalived? Oh, wow. Where was it at? San Diego? Islamic Center of San Diego. That usually means that the mainstream media is immediately going to start to call out white nationalism or Jewish retaliation or something like that, but we shall see what ends up happening on that one, I guess. I guess when I like music or whatever, here's some music here that was the other day. Chris Tomlin's always good. I guess they're having a rally there or whatever that Pam Tifa doesn't like, or whatever she calls this stuff. White Christian nationalism. Singing songs like this in front of people is white Christian nationalism to Pam Tifa.
And therefore God exalted him to the highest place and gave him the name that is above every name, that at the name of Jesus every knee will bow
Every tongue confess.
that Jesus Christ is the Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Amen. Amen. Come on, church. Can we just lift our hands all across this field, all over our nation today? We say, you're the
It sounds so dangerous here, guys. This is so dangerous. It sounds like Christianity's just kind of overwhelmed the nation, and we're gonna have uh, crazy things happen or something like that. Church schools are going to turn into churches and all this other stuff. It's so close. Just kidding. Oh, people that consider that. Oh my goodness. Oh, the fires. What was it? Yeah, Simi Valley area, the Reagan Presidential Library. I didn't listen to much of the thing or whatever, but whenever somebody would sort of say something to that effect, like, okay, you're okay with Islam kind of taking over towns in Texas, and doing what they want to do, but you're not okay with a church event in a public park. Hey, come on, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, great. That's like one of the most popular ones at all times, isn't it? Let's see what else we got going on here. San Francisco might be putting out a new video too, it looks like.
We are safe doing this. Sir. See, Florida, we are safe doing this, Sir.
I think he's got a Trump 2028 flag there. If he did that in a Portland street or even in a Portland suburb, what would be the reaction there or something like that? Like, oh, call the cops. Somebody's got a Trump flag. Oh, what was Vance? This is a 4-minute video, May 17th. Or rededicate on the National Mall. Okay, that's sort of what we just watched. Marco Rubio, 4-minute video. Is this also with the rededication thing or something else? I think it is.
For a national day of fasting and prayer, the resolution of the Continental Congress called on the 13 colonies to humble themselves in preparation for the coming war, with true penitence of heart and the most reverent devotion publicly to acknowledge the overruling providence of God. In 3.5 months' time,
I don't know if the chat is behind or whatever, but just remember, you cannot make a video protesting the federal government while wearing your uniform. Doing so violates Department of Defense regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. I think she's like on that fine line. If you're watching that video earlier, was she protesting? No. Was she okay with protesting? She was careful to say in that instance, and she explained that instance why she would be okay with protesting, but she did not say that she would protest. Well, her video was sort of a protest, but it's more or less an opinion or something like that. So interesting. I would have suggested she take off her name tag or something like that,
the colonists would be in open revolt against the most powerful empire in the history of the world. Many, on both sides of the Atlantic, thought their cause was a suicide mission. The founders were not naive men. They knew their lives were on the line. That was the premise of Benjamin Franklin's dark joke after signing the Declaration of Independence, where he said, "We must indeed all hang together, or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately." They had no guarantees of victory. They knew that what they were trying to do had never been done before in human history. But with the dark storm clouds of war looming on the horizon, They did what Christians have always done
Good question, Grandma.
across place and time for 2,000 years. They turned their eyes to heaven and placed their fate in the hands of God. It is no coincidence that America, from the very beginning, has occupied a unique and exceptional place in world history. Before the Christian West, most societies and civilizations, for that matter, thought in stagnant cycles: the flooding of the Nile, the return of the rains, the cycle of the harvest. History for them was a wheel to nowhere. It turned and turned only to end up back where it began. But our faith calls us outwards into the limitless darkness of the unknown. It tells us to go forth and preach the gospel to the world as a witness unto all nations, unto the ends of the earth. From that command came America. Our nation, more than any other in history, was shaped by this Christian idea. We saw it at work already in 1630, more than a century before the Revolution, when John Winthrop stood on the deck of the Arabella in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and preached a sermon to his fellow Puritan colonists. We shall be as a city upon a hill, he told them. The eyes of all people are upon us. That same faith pushed America further to new frontiers. It was the engine of westward expansion. Who will respond to the call from beyond the Rocky Mountains, one reverend wrote in a public message to the American churches in 1833, calling for a wave of missionaries to leave the comforts of civilization and
Probably 7 or 8 o'clock. Depends on what's going on and things like that. But yeah, I'll be on later.
spread the gospel in the wilderness. Countless Americans answered that call. It was the same faith that was at work when Samuel Morse
Pacific
sent
time.
the first long-distance telegraph message in 1844. His message was a verse from the book of Numbers, "What hath God wrought?" And on Christmas Eve of 1968, 3 American astronauts orbited the moon. They were the first men in history to witness an Earthrise from lunar orbit, to look back at the blue marble of our home from 250,000 miles away. The world was watching. It was the largest television audience in the history of the world up to that point. And what did they say? They opened the book of Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This is who we are. It is who we have always been. America is still a young nation measured against the record of history. And from the beginning, we have carried the belief that our country represents something new in the world. But the soul of our nation has always been rooted in an ancient faith.
Well said, Marco. Well said. I'm not sure if you wrote that speech, but that was a very good speech. See what else we got here. I ran into a screaming protesting today. America 250 Jubilee. They're still stuck in 2020. Let's see what's going on here.
Shall make no law regarding the
I am at the Rededicate 250 event here in Washington, D.C., celebrating America's birth. This is supposed to be a unifying event.
We are not
There's
a Christian
nothing
nation.
the pink hair commies won't try to ruin. USA! USA! USA!
Shall make no.
Pretty lady there. Jewish lady, probably. A little bit too much makeup for my taste, but see it. What was this one about? Oh, did he do a video also?
House of the Lord, and in his own house he prosperously affected. And the Lord appeared to Solomon by night and said to him, I have heard your prayer and have chosen this place for myself for a house of sacrifice.
Social media service members should not wear their uniform in social media content that expresses political opinions or personal complaints about the government as it risks careers and benefits. No worries. Doesn't sound like it's against the law. It's kind of you shouldn't do this kind of thing, you know.
Sacrifice. If I shut up heaven, that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attent to the prayer that is made in this place. For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually. And as for you, if you will walk before me as David your father walked, and do according to all that I have commanded you, and shall observe my statutes and my judgments, then will I establish the throne of my kingdom according to as I have covenanted with David your father, saying, there shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandments, which I have set before you, and shall go and serve other gods and worship them, then will I pluck them up from the roots out of my land which I have given them, and this house which I have sanctified for my name will I cast out of my sight, and will make it to be a proverb and a byword among nations. And this house which is high shall be an astonishment to every one that passes by it, so that he shall say, why has the Lord done thus to this land and to this house? And it shall be answered, because they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, which brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, and laid hold on other gods, and worshiped them and served them. Therefore has he brought all this evil upon them.
Maybe some other time on that one. Okay. He's really trying to push the Save America Act too, as you see here.
I like John a lot, but he has a couple of Republicans that are foolish people. A couple of them I like, a couple of them I can't stand, actually, if you want to know the truth. Although I am according to CNN, 100% approval within the Republican Party. That's better than your record, Gary. I'm at 100% approval. Did you see the CNN poll? Nobody talks about it. CNN, I think the people that did that poll probably got fired. But within the Republican Party and MAGA, which is basically 100% of the party, I think, but 100%. No, I think that you're going to see some very interesting things. The filibuster, if you had it, we should have the Save America Act. We should have voter identification, voter ID. We should have proof of citizenship. We should have mail-in voting for the military and people that need it, but not for everybody. Because anytime you have mail-in voting, they're going to cheat. And they cheat like dogs. And they have to cheat. In all fairness to the Democrats, when you have men and women sports, when you have open borders.
You got to finish that thing. Like, who in their right minds would vote for that kind of behavior or whatever? Army Brat said a nice thing the other day that I saw somewhere. That the Democrats, in her mind, had to kind of speed things up, whatever, during the Biden administration or whatever. So they kind of speeded up their behavior towards open borders and the men and women sports kind of issues, things like that, to such a degree. And then when Trump's kind of sort of calling out, like, the Democrats are still 80, 20, 70, 30 against those kinds of things. So it's like they speeded it up so much that they surpassed their voter base and what they wanted. So that made sense. The United Kingdom has risen here. This was going on the other day. He's answered the question. What was your kind of favorite music? You can talk about the poll question if you guys want to have another subject besides my boring news here. What was I going to say? Rock and roll, country, worship music. Oh, let's see. How's that poll going? By the way, anyway, rock and roll is ahead on that one there. Other. Oh, wow. Nobody likes country hardly or worship music. Rock is kind of the main one there. The people who had other, was it like jazz or polka? What are the other options besides those? Opera or something like that? Bill's AI music. Good choice. Celtic metal. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one before. What about bagpipe music, guys? You guys say bagpipe music. A lot of people out there. Oh, good. They had Charlie Kirk there too. Good video. Is that Tommy Robinson or Donald Trump? Will probably borrow it from Tommy Robinson, though, I would imagine. Nick Shirley here the other day. What was this about?
She has been so silent about this fraud that it speaks so much as to how involved she is in the fraud. If she had nothing to do with the fraud, she would be able to defend herself. But instead of defending herself, she's gone completely silent, not even trying to work with anybody who's exposing the fraud. She knows that billions.
I'm guessing the New York governor or the Michigan governor.
And billions of dollars has been lost, but she won't even work with investigators, or she won't even work with local media, and she won't even. They gave her the option to. They gave her a final date to say, give some of the information about the Feeding Our Future fraud that she's involved in.
Ooh, or Omar probably actually.
Couldn't give any information. I mean, she lost $29 million over the since I exposed her. Ilhan Omar.
Yep, Omar. What else we got here? This is a couple days ago. Let's get rid of the old news here, unless I like it here. 15-minute video there. Don't need that one. This country is a joke. What is this video?
Shift in the operating room, and I cannot afford my rent. I can't afford my rent. I can't afford gas. I can't afford groceries.
Emmett Raid coming in. How you doing, Emmett? You doing usually you do the late night show. Today you did a daytime show or something like that. But shout out Emmett coming in a second here. I think I've got a thing here. He does like a lot of different things. Talks about debates and things like that over there and different things. Let me see if I got my Nightbot for Emmett. I'm not sure if I do. We need to add it if I don't have it. I might have misspelled it also.
I can't afford any of my endless other bills that I am responsible for because I am an adult. After working a 12-hour shift in the operating room. So you know what I have to do? I have to DoorDash, and it's 12:30 at night. After I've been on my feet in the operating room for 12 hours all fucking day. I'm now out DoorDash driving. And I spilled a fucking shake all over myself. Hey.
This video has been identified as being from TikTok accounts, which contains many other videos showing the account holder flaunting a glamorous lifestyle. Interesting. Seattle homeless situation.
Across these flyers that are all over Belltown. So bad, we now have information on how to revive our dog.
Hey, Farmer Cat, how you doing? Thank you for popping in over here from Emmett Show. Give Count Emmett some love over there. Thank you for the support there, Emmett. There he is, right there. I thought I made you a mod there. You can, Emmett, write the word link. Just you write the word link in the channel or whatever. It should show up with your channel or whatever, so you can shout yourself out. I usually have a Nightbot for most people, but I do Nightbot later on. We're just covering some news about different things right now. This little Seattle homeless situation is going on here. Most of them probably are. They just don't come into my chat. You know, Farmer Cat's got better things to do, like watch over her sheep and things like that. So she can watch over her sheep rather than watch me. It's okay. But anyway, nice to see you. Apollos, how you doing? Nice to see you. A long time. I haven't seen you in the chat in quite a while there. Hopefully you're doing good. Sorry I haven't visited Emmett as much as I see. Did it work? Oh, you just did it the old-fashioned way? Okay, there you go. Go watch Count Emmett over there. He does different things. What does he do over there? He does fun stuff like puts little figurines together. Does not clip art. digital art kind of things or whatever. Can kind of make your kind of sketch with digital art over there. You too, Farmer Cat. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate it. You gotta keep an eye on those sheep, though. Okay. Do you go karaoke on some Saturdays? Exactly. He does the little karaoke thing there. Sometimes he does it for free. Sometimes he does it not for free. Pixel art. That's what I was looking for. Yes. Go give him some love over there on that channel there. I appreciate it. Here, Scott can actually also link your channel in the chat eventually. Okay. Back to the news.
Dogs from overdose, from opioid poisoning.
I'm pissed this is allowed. It's because everybody doesn't stand up and say enough is enough.
Full information here handed out by King County Behavioral Health.
What are your guys' thoughts about homeless people having dogs and cats out there? Good thing or bad thing? It might be good emotionally, I guess, for them or whatever, just to give them somebody to take care of since they're having trouble taking care of themselves. But that's the only benefit I see. There's not much of a benefit to the animal that has to suffer outside or whatever, and probably not getting the right nutrition in a lot of cases. I'm guessing Pharma Cat would be against it. She likes animals and probably doesn't want to see them having hard times,
Here it reads, they are dogs. They put stuff in their mouth. They might lick the ground or a discarded cooker or foil.
It's everywhere.
That's how bad our drug epidemic is in Seattle, Washington, is that we're now having to train people how to reverse an overdose of our loved furry friends, how to give CPR to our dogs.
Could you imagine the homeless people having to be trained and other people having to be trained to give CPR to a dog or cat out there that's had too much fentanyl or whatever in their system? Pretty sad.
But to inject intramuscular Narcan.
People that don't live here don't have a clue.
Suburban people that come downtown with their dogs, they don't know that a little piece of white chalk called fentanyl on the sidewalk will take the life of their dog. Right. They don't know.
They have no idea.
Oh man, it's true. It's not even just the dogs that live out there. It's the ones that comes out there and does that kind of stuff. It's just so sad. Almost like cover their face or whatever if you bring them to certain parts of downtown Portland, I would imagine, or Seattle.
Doggy, I love her. Down here at the park, a couple.
Crazy. That's Seattle. It happens in Portland and most major metro areas that allow the homeless situation and dogs to be out there and fentanyl problems. Wildness. Thank you, Democrats. Oh, did we? I think I already saw that video of him doing that. What else? I think I might have saw that debate already. Okay, I think cool. No, I don't need to replay that. If you guys want to see the crew that came in from Emmett's channel, this is what people in Portland have to deal with if they're even walking down the streets of Portland and just kind of minding their own business, streaming or something like that, 3 or 4 blocks away from the ICE building that these leftists were at the other day doing a protest, if you will. They get followed around the city like this. This is Ground Zero. Tommy Boy was out there, and Nico a few days ago. Is it Friday? It's Friday. Hey, Mr. How you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, get them pause. Oh yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, just that simple. Yeah. Even after they walk on those crazy streets or whatever, and dogs lick their paws, and cats lick their paws too. But anyway, not that cats would be walking in the area, but yeah, once they lick their paws and their paws have fentanyl that sticks to them, yikes.
It's like in Portland, Oregon, 11 o'clock, run by Antifa terrorists. They are 100% terrorists. Portland police fled like they usually do.
You can see the kind of behavior here on this one here. Ridiculous nonsense. You have a lot of kind of bodyguard type people out there to kind of protect them and keep an eye out for them. But, about 10 or 15 Antifa people just simply following people all around the streets of Portland, rather wild, not good, fun for them. Although I think this video here is Miss Mary is a good person there that has a lot of content for that kind of stuff there. Feel free to follow her. out there, so kind of see what's going on with that stuff there. Paste there. And I think this is the video. And also Dear Patriot is also one of the guys out there doing things. Give him a shout out right there. Good guy. Live streams. You already saw the shout out from Ground Zero earlier. Oops. Over here, sorry. Here's that link for Ground Zero's X, I believe, or Dear Patriots X. There you go. And where else are we going here? I think I finished up the bookmarks more or less, didn't I? That one there. I'll watch that one later. Liberty Hangout's always got good content there. Conspiracy Cookie. Did I rewatch this one here? I think I did. Alrighty, we covered most of that fun stuff there. Let's go see if we can do a reaction video to some videos here. Let's check and see if there's anything crazy going on. Excuse me. Nobody's live that I can see there. That's gone live. Yeah. That was a disgusting cough. Sorry. Where that one came from. I go watch later here. Let's see what we got over here. Her Patriot voice here 3 days ago here. Try to catch up.
There's the that got punched in the face. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Savannah
Good to see
Creator.
you, honey.
Okay, now I remember. I did. She was pressing.
What did he say? Oh, really? But here I am. I'm still a skinny queen, honey. I just want to know what you're doing each day to dismantle white supremacy and systemic racism. Pay your taxes.
Oh, that guy's familiar. I thought maybe.
I mean, I'm not going out and protesting every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling my Congress people every single day. Like, are there things I probably should be doing? I'm a morally average human being.
Do you think that white supremacy is a real threat to America right now?
Oh my God. I'm literally from Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware.
A lot going on there recently.
Yeah, very much. Scary shit. If I'm being totally honest with you, right? Like, in terms of stuff that I'm doing, it's not enough.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I try to, like, if I see something, say something, but I'm not, like, going out of my way to make it, like, everything I do. I'm also dealing with just general mental health issues and not wanting to kill myself all the time.
Interesting guy here.
I mean, the descent of fascism on all of us, I think, is something that's weighing in a lot of us. Obviously, disproportionately so.
I think maybe the mental health problem is the fact that he thinks that there's fascists out there and things like that. Maybe that's part of his mental health dilemma, that he actually believes that there's Nazis out there and such. You think that might be part of his crisis in his head?
Like, to me?
Well, I mean,
do you think
underprivileged communities, I think, are definitely disproportionately impacted by awfully regressive policies that we're talking about, right?
Do you think that, like, looking at me, you would say that I'm underprivileged because I'm brown?
I mean, yeah, like, that's kind of a statistically, I mean, that and a woman.
That and a woman. Who are the racist? Who are the sexist? Not the Republicans, the Democrats that assume based on your color that you're disadvantaged. Not asking questions about their past and how they grew up or anything like that. Just simply looking at their skin color or their, biology and assume the worst. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing good.
The man over there, I was asking about systemic racism, white supremacy, what he's doing to combat that as a white man, and he wasn't really sure. He thought he could be doing more. I feel that no matter what, I'm always going to be.
This is her Patriot Voice. You should see the link right there. Go ahead and click on all those preferably, but at least hers over there. If you give her a like and tell her Mr. Bill, only Mr. Bill sent. Yeah, thank you.
You're always going to be under because you're brown. Do you guys, as black men in America, feel that there's anything that if you put your mind to it, you can't do that a white man can?
No, it's going to be 10 times harder, but I don't think that I'm going to be under the white man's foot. I don't.
White guilt. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Farmer Cat, are you still watching? Thank you for all the Emmett people watching out there. Scott, give Emmett another shout out if you would for me, if you can. That was his channel. He does a good job. Maybe we'll watch one of his karaoke videos later if you guys still want to watch a little karaoke. I appreciate it.
Blame the white man for anything. At the end of the day, we had our struggle. Now it's our time to get back. It's our time to figure out how we can maneuver in this system. Although the system is not for us, how can we use the system and our resources to our advantage and not point the finger and be a victim? I'm not a victim of anything because the dreams that I'm chasing right now, I'm obtaining because through perseverance, ambition, and just getting up off my ass and actually making something happen and not pointing the finger at the next man. So I don't think I'm under anybody.
We, for generations, Black people have been under. Like, we've been told, you wear a hoodie, you're a criminal. So he can look at anybody in that aspect if you're just a skin. If we're going by skin color, Black people will always seem to be at the bottom because everybody got knowledge, everybody chasing a bag.
I was saying it's easier to push somebody down and it's harder to pull somebody up. So like, if I can dim your light and tell you you're not something when you really are it,
right?
You can believe it. So self-enlightenment is another thing to tell yourself that yes, like you said.
You're making some good points, better points than that white guy earlier.
In the beginning, I believe anybody can be above anybody, or not above but equal. Like as long as you put your mind to it, you can do anything that you believe. You know?
Equal opportunity.
Generations, we've been at the bottom.
Do you think that maybe part of the reason that somebody, like if you're walking in a hoodie, you're walking late at night, the reason that somebody might think that you could possibly be a threat is because despite Black men being, I think it's about 6% of the population, we'll put it up on the screen.
13.7 for total population. Black males, roughly 48% of the Black population, 6%, give or take. Yep.
They commit 50% of the murders in this country, a large percentage of violent crimes. And that's not y'all's fault, because I assume none of y'all are violent criminals. But no, she's like, no. Other people in our community have put that stereotype on us. That if they look at me and they see me with a kid, they might assume that I'm going to be a single mom just because I'm brown or I'm Black. Right. And that's not fair because there are amazing Black mothers. There's amazing Black fathers. There's amazing Black families, Black pastors, Black churches. Right.
As a whole, we have always been pushed through struggles.
Do you think we're pushing down on each other?
Yes.
At all?
I would say, my fault. I would say there's two sides of the coin. There's the side that perseveres, and then there's the side that's ignorant. And they don't have the education to see certain things. Like, okay, like you said, it's like a bully effect. When someone is wealthy, someone has resources, and they've been comfortable their whole life, as opposed to someone who has been uncomfortable, not wealthy, and don't have the education, they're always going to get looked down as they're not equal, or they're just less than.
What can white people do that I can't?
That is interesting, that guy's point there. Let's say certain liberals or, people in general, whatever, comfortable positions, like you were saying, and other people that don't have that comfortable position, say the Black community in this case here, they look down on them and think that, okay, they're not equal. They don't have the same capabilities as me or something like that, just because they're comfortable and the other people are not comfortable. Rather than kind of understand the actual situation around what makes you comfortable and them comfortable, you might have had two parents raising you or something like that. The other person might have only had a single mom raising them, a lot more difficult and things like that. But instead, these white liberals, in a lot of cases, they simply kind of grandstand and everything and saying, we're special up here. We're too special. We have this white privilege, not understanding it's more like environmental privilege in each person's situation, and sometimes you can kind of create your own environment,
right now in America.
I mean, I think a lot of it boils down to a sense of security, but obviously there's like economic and financial implications as well, right? Like less likely to get approved for a loan or something like that kind of deal.
Black applicants face higher mortgage denial rates than white applicants, primarily due to differences in, not in color, in credit profiles, income, debt levels, wealth, and related risk factors.
What if I told you that I don't feel oppressed at all living in America, and I wouldn't rather live anywhere else.
Oh my goodness, I took a too good of a look at.
I mean, it's completely your right to have. I mean, that's how you feel, and that's awesome. I can't say that I personally am that jazzed about being here, but if you are, then
Where do you think would be better for you to live?
I really struggle with that a lot, honestly.
As a whole, we have been looked at that way. So if a white man says,
yeah, Snooks gets around to different chats and everything. You know, sometimes you'll see her in different chats. Sometimes you'll see Danny and Sand Tiger in different chats. So a lot of times you'll see Paul in different chats there. I appreciate them all being in my chat though right now. Very nice of you guys to hang out with me. I appreciate it.
you're black, I see you on the bottom of me, literally.
That was just said to me, and he thinks that he's helping me.
But yeah, what I'm saying is,
like,
I don't
that's
care
racist.
I don't care if you have $1 million as a black person. The person who has $2 million sees you on the bottom, bro, and you're not gonna make it to where everybody who you're connected to has a piece of your $1 million. So you could be like, well, at least I spreaded my $1 million with my people, and now we're all whatever the want to call it type shit.
Do you think that their perspective or their perception about us is true?
No.
All right, no. Okay,
Why?
now
Because I was raised by a grandmother who was
It's like these guys have a little bit of a difference of agreement, or not on the same page.
educator and a grandfather who was a chef to many people. So I've seen the unity and how people can accept you. Celebrities knew my family. They were people who never looked at us.
John, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I know there's some guy on Twitter or whatever about his name's Chud or something like that. What's his name or whatever? Did he get banned on something like that? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but thanks for being the first person on X to chat. I appreciate it.
Being on the bottom, coming from East New York, Brooklyn, you have more than I have. Your main focus is to, I'm on the bottom of you. You might be wrong in how you got your way, but I'm on the bottom of you. So that's how I feel about the person who you was talking to. They could be getting their money through whatever weird activities in this world we could think of. Be brown or you brown, he sees it as he's on top of you.
How are people still thinking that way in 2026? I don't get it.
I can't think that way.
It's like growing up, like my dad was in the
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to understand this guy's psyche or something like that. When it's probably the guy she was referring to here, that somehow that's somebody he thinks he's kind of has a status above her in some way or another, and that's just weird.
military, and we had the chance to move around a lot, and like living in like Italy, Germany, the Netherlands, like it was all cool.
Did you guys see that one guy the other day in China, the owner of NVIDIA, probably worth millions and millions of dollars, just out there in the street? He might have had a few bodyguards around him, but just eating street rice and things like that, you know. Did he think that he was better than other people, even though he got millions of dollars more than the people he bought the rice from? That's the kind of cool people that I like to see Trump and people associate themselves with, you know. It's like, no, I may have money, but I'm no better than anybody else. I'll hang out with anybody that's out there.
Like also, I don't know, I went back to the Netherlands for the first time like in 15, 16 years, like 3 years ago. And while I was there, they elected Geert Wilders, who is an incredibly, like he ran on incredibly racist policies that were basically focused around, and it's a similar kind of populist you see here, right? Like you stoke the tensions of like, you have people fight horizontally instead of up down, right? And that really, in pretty much any instance around the world, it's like a distraction.
Who was it that allegedly said after the Civil Rights Bill passed back in the day, we'll have those people voting for us for the next 200 years? He said certain words or whatever that I've paraphrased, but that was a certain Democrat president, wasn't it?
Action that our ruling class uses to try to keep us from actually addressing the real systemic issues above us. While I was there in a country that like 5 years ago, if you'd asked me like where do I want to live, like yeah, I'd do the Netherlands in a heartbeat, right? But like the reality is that like far right fascist beliefs are on the rise pretty much everywhere. We're seeing the rise of fascism like in places you wouldn't have expected it, you know.
You wasn't hurt me. Both of y'all.
Not far right. Most of the places in Europe, if he's referring to Europe, when there's right wing stuff that's happening there, Italy or UK a little bit or whatever, he considers free speech advocates as far right. That's basically the right wing in the UK. Somebody wants to be able to talk without having the police stop by their door. Is that considered a far right thing now, buddy?
What is it about? Are y'all together?
Sort of.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you guys. So I just had a guy over there tell me that because I'm
Yeah, I knew he's had it. I just want to see if anybody else got it.
brown in America, that I am underprivileged.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel that way?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
You don't? You do?
Yeah.
Everyone's equal?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. We live in a capitalistic society where you can like earn what you want, whatever the fuck. But like, you know, there's systems that are already in place way before we were even even anything set for us to like not win. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like it's not. These are not conspiracy theories. You feel me? These are like.
No, we're not gonna get in trouble.
You feel me? These are not conspiracy theories. These are like facts. You know what I'm trying to say? Like redlining and like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like we like time and time again, bro. Well, I'm speaking for like African Americans, bro. I can't really speak for any other like.
Is there anything that a white man can do right now in America that you can't?
It's not that we're limited by our race, but it's like, you feel me? It's the prejudice that comes with, you feel me, being as dark as we are, or coming from the places that we come from. You feel me?
You agree with him?
You wouldn't be profiled walking into a store the same way I would. You feel me? You wouldn't have the privilege or the comfort of like, you know, maybe not getting pulled over on your way home. You feel me? Just for like, you know.
I'm not sure what's on her head, but she, I saw part of this thing later. She's a little more base than he is, even though, you know, you wouldn't think by looking at her, but watch.
Driving with your music too loud, or like, you know, your tints are a little bit too dark or whatever the fuck, you know.
Why do you think you guys might be profiled?
I mean, why do you think?
I'm asking you. I'm the interviewer.
Oh, okay. Just like inherited racism and like, you know, prejudice passed down from like generations and generations that are like, you mean being like, you know, like there's like breeding grounds for these shits on like social media now. Like, you know, people are comfortable like being who they really are and like they feel safe, you know.
Okay, what do you think is the biggest issue in the Black community?
They don't get enough recognition.
Attention?
Yeah.
From who? Who should they get attention from?
Everybody, because everybody be neglecting them and treating them different just because they skin tone where they come from.
Would you say that Black people are neglecting each other in some ways?
Black people are not a monolith, bro. We are not all one big.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
So you feel me? Like,
but do you think that there are issues that we have with each other? I mean, it is a fact that.
Oh, when he was running for office, he said that. I thought he said it while he was in office. Interesting. Yeah, she's all over the place. Yeah. On a monolith. I did not. Although in the last election or whatever, didn't Trump get 30%, give or take?
95% of Black people are killed by other Black people. And then not to mention that, I mean,
well, it is a decade ago.
Nearly 40% of abortions are on Black women.
So are you like pro-life or pro-choice?
I'm anti-abortion.
Yeah, I think we're gonna.
You're also anti-abortion?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're a Hello Kitty queen. We're twins. Why are you anti-abortion?
Because it's wrong. Why are you going to take a life that can't even choose for itself?
It's not a life.
How is it not?
It's a bundle of cells, bro. It's not.
You're a bundle of cells. Sorry.
It's not conscious. It's not sentient. It's not.
At one point they are.
But not at the time where you're like allowed to like abort.
You can get an abortion for any reason up to 26 weeks in New York. 24 to 26 weeks. And that's way past sentience. And they can feel pain at that point. Would you say it's wrong then?
How do you know this?
Sorry?
Google.
How do you know this?
Have you seen an abortion on like a screen? Have you seen what that looks like?
But I'm saying, like, how do you know that the fetus, or it's not even a fetus yet, but how do you know?
It is a fetus.
It's not.
Because embryo, zygote, fetus.
Right, whatever. But how do you know that it's feeling anything? Like, are you like?
Probably because they run away.
Multiple tests have been done, and it's obvious when you prick it and things like that, or affect it, and it reacts. That's one way.
They try to swim away from the abortion tools in the amniotic fluid, and I think when you're having your arm ripped off, it might hurt. But even if it didn't hurt, it wouldn't be okay to do that to a paralyzed person, right? Just rip their arm off, crush their skull.
Well, I feel like that's the problem with convenience, you know, in the day and age where we're advancing so much with like science and like technology, you know, where we're at a point where, like, you know, if someone doesn't want a kid or for whatever reason, they have the choice to, like, you know, abort it, you know, and that's just what
so you're pro-abortion for convenience?
I am pro-choice. I am, yes, I am pro-choice.
Pro the choice of abortion.
Of the woman, whatever they want to do. I feel like it's not even I shouldn't even have a say in any of this.
Why?
To be honest, because I'm a man.
But it takes a man to make a baby, right?
Yeah, it does, but, you know, it doesn't take, like, the 9 months that it takes, or however long, you feel me, that it takes for a woman to, like, you know, carry and, like.
Right. But what if the dad wants the baby and the mother doesn't?
That's like a skill issue. That's a problem between y'all two. I feel like that's not.
Should she be able to go kill her child, that man's child as well?
I feel like, again, that's a situation that y'all would have to discuss between the both of y'all. And again, if y'all having these conversations, you know, maybe you shouldn't have, like, had sex with that person if you weren't sure.
I think so. We might agree with him on that one.
There's an idea.
You know, maybe you should, like, take the steps before we even get there.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know why people don't do that, because then we wouldn't need abortion. But she's against abortion because she said it's taking a life. You said it's not a life. What is it?
I feel like it really doesn't matter what it is, because, like, I'm not getting the abortion. But
if you're killing a human being, it does matter.
But it's not. So say an emergency C-section, right? Or whatever. Like, the mom passed and the baby had to, like, you know, get delivered, you know, like, through the stomach, and it was like.
Exactly. If they can say that it's not human or something like that, it's clump of cells, it's feeding off of the mom or something like that, rather than focus on what it actually is, then they can try to justify what they're doing.
What's the word? Like a preemie. It was like, you should be super premature. Like, it literally cannot take care of itself. It cannot survive. It's
a newborn baby can't survive and take care of themselves on their own, even if they're full term.
But it's not gonna lie, we have to go.
No worries. Thank you, guys.
Where can I find this?
Her Patriot Voice.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah. Thank you.
He said, yeah, Ari.
I'm 20 years old, so I don't know the world. I can't say that I've been through everything like what my mother and my grandmother has been through. But as a Black person, I'm mixed. But as a Black person, I feel like the way the world is, we like to just slap labels on something and slap titles on one person. Take those titles away. Take away the money, all of value worth that you have in your house, your clothes, everything. What are you? A human. You are a human. You are not better than nobody else. Yes, you can make $20 million a year. Congratulations. But does that mean that you're above a person just because the way people look or what race they could be or what they do every day? No, you're still a human. We still bleed, eat, and use the bathroom the same way as everybody else. Just because some person could have, let's say somebody has $5 million. Like he said, they see that you're Black, brown, you're automatically underneath. Why can't we just sit here and live in a world? And God created the earth in a.
Mr. Bill's Curbs. You guys like my new opening or whatever? Even though it's fake news or whatever with that song that Angry made for me, I think it still makes it kind of a funny kind of opening or whatever. I might go back to some other opening songs, but I will use that kind of funny opening there for now.
God created the earth and wanted us to be in harmony and peace. This is not what he wanted. Not to be religious or anything, but just being honest. That's what God wanted. He wanted us to live in harmony and peace, not with this that we hate each other. Oh, whites versus Black, all that stuff. All that stuff is because mankind did it itself. Because we decided, okay, well, I don't like the person because they look different than me, so I'm going to segregate. I can't use the same toilet as them. I cannot go use the same water fountain as them. We cannot sit in the same cafeteria. We can't sit in the same classroom. Just because the difference of my skin. So if I was white, it's just a pass on everything, slap on the wrist, slap on the wrist. Black people, they get incarcerated and the police won't even have evidence for it. There's people who are still in prison on death row who say the police will say that they committed a crime. What evidence do you have against that person to sustain saying that they actually did something?
To make the world better, and it might sound ignorant, but Black people need to invest.
Hey, Scott, you didn't have to do that, but thank you for the new membership. I appreciate it.
In their own ways of money.
Yes,
100%.
We need our own
Your own companies.
money to where we can have Harriet Tubman on the, and not to be. I'm okay with being a separatist, not violent though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's different.
Mr. Bill's Curb, and that makes him a curb watcher. That's the name of the memberships, or whatever, curb watchers or whatever. If you want to be a curb sweeper, $3.99, but no big deal. Just curb watchers are good enough.
Sections of human beings.
Well, yeah, we have
who
different cultures, and sometimes different cultures mix better with the same culture.
Right, and then you found your category and your spot.
Like if I go to Chinatown, I know what I'm in for. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's not a bad segregation.
I feel like it's
thing.
But money, the value of money, like
the value of
paper money. I feel like we should have a Harriet. We should have a Harriet Tubman on our own money. Martin Luther King. So. It's generational. Yeah, okay. Now it doesn't have to be a dollar bill, bro, but it proves like when you go overseas, they have euros.
You're not socialist, then you're pro-capitalism. You're pro Black people.
I'm for my own people, yes, but I'm not a part of a bird. I respect y'all. I watch y'all every day. I watch Nick Shirley.
Oh yeah.
I watch all y'all.
Wow.
And I don't watch y'all as in agreeing with y'all to the 10th power, but I watch and I appreciate the fact that y'all have the guts to speak in a certain type of way. You know what I mean?
All right, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please follow my friends here. Aren't they amazing? Beautiful conservative women. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And you know what else to do. Hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to support my channel further and help us keep coming out here to talk to these crazy liberals, you can join my Patreon for only $5 a month to help me hire security.
Go check us out on YouTube. Hey!
I feel like sometimes...
Well, go back. Who was the other person? I know Ariel was on the other one.
There's the that got punched.
Her favorite voice. Make sure you follow her out there. But who is the other person there? Ariel. Does she link it? Does she link it? Does she link it? Savannah Craven. Her Patriot Voice. Oh, she didn't link it. Usually you link the people that are on the video. Oh, there she did shout out her Twitter on that one there, but she didn't shout out. Maybe the other person didn't want to be noticed or something like that, or just a camera person. Interesting. But there, that was her Patriot Voice on that one there, guys. She does a good job out there. Give her some love with the like and subscribe over there. I'd appreciate it. Very interesting discussion they had there, especially the first part of the discussion I liked better than the other group discussion. The other guy was a little bit interesting, I guess. What else we got here? James Klug, a little 5-minute video here. We'll watch this one here.
I'm showing people this chart right here. These are encounters down at the southern border. These are calendar year numbers of inadmissibles, okay? Previous administration per
Mr. Bill Streets. I don't have a streets. I just have the curbs. The area that's the curb. It's the area between the crazy, the news and the of the streets and of the seriousness of the streets versus the silliness and wildness of the curbs and everything and all the stuff that happens there, especially like ice and such. But I'm that area that's in between the seriousness and the silliness and everything. So that's why I try to say a few jokes as I cover some news and get my own silly takes about life and things like that out there for the most part anyway. Some people aren't, you don't like my humor. It's okay. You don't have to like my humor.
year compared to now. Border crisis seemingly evaporated. What changed?
Well, just the...
Or have I seen this one? Maybe I have seen this one.
Scary tactics of ICE.
Scary tactics. Okay, so scary enforcing immigration law and nobody's showing up anymore.
From the border?
Yeah, trying to get in illegally
that's
anymore. They're not doing that
Biden really screwed up, but this is not the way to close the border. I want a wall, but I want a border, but I don't want ICE.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, Sand Tiger. Yeah, is my trigger for the people like James Klug and such like that, or whatever. Mr. Bill Street. That's cool. I could almost change it to curbs or whatever. I gotta come up with like a curb Nightbot link or whatever. But who would be under the curb Nightbot link? Oh, I got an idea. Like Jeannie has a channel, Slag Saint, Grandpa Muskrat. People in my chat that want me to advertise your page or something like that, I will put a group link or whatever together, and it'll be exclamation point curbs, and then those people will be underneath that one. I'll try to work on that for you.
Pulling people out of their cars, smashing their windows, killing people, roughing them up, and some of them are like older than me.
What about the people that are like attacking ICE agents and threatening them?
That's not good. No, I believe in peaceful methods, and
it seems like they're kind of dealing with, a little bit more than they're supposed to be dealing with. They're supposed to be enforcing immigration law, and in certain cities, not every city,
right?
But in certain cities, police departments aren't working with them, and you have people that are clashing with federal agents in the street. That's no way to be, is it?
No.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on there?
Well, people are concerned about the methods. You know what they're doing. What do you know that they're doing that's not good? ICE.
That's not good. You'd have to maybe point out something specific, and we could talk about the specific thing.
How about people that are getting their cars smashed in?
Smashed in?
Guns, and also with those tools that smash open the windows.
Police officers do that all the time, don't they? They don't have people.
Come on.
What do you mean?
Just innocent people in their car.
Well, you got to give me an example of an innocent person.
I'll give you
then.
one. There's been a few where they are honking their horn to warn people, and
are they being told to get out of the vehicle before? Do you think?
Probably. I don't know.
Have to listen to commands from
Actually,
officers.
wait a minute. Probably they have the windows closed and they can't hear so much.
You think so?
Yeah. You must be a MAGA, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I did see this the other day.
Yeah. Are you a MAGA?
Am I MAGA? Definitely MAGA. Well, what's MAGA for you? Like Trump supporter? Like you generally support Trump?
It's like they don't even know what they mean by MAGA. They just think that MAGA is a bad word in their minds. Basically, they don't know how to define it. If you ask them a question like, "What is MAGA?" Some of them will say anybody who voted for Trump. Some people will say crazy far right conservatives or something like that, which is weird because Trump is not far right or that conservative. Anyway.
Wow. What are you going to do with the video?
This is on youtube.com. I have conversations with everybody. So we have conversations with conservatives,
you're
liberals, and
probably
you seem
gonna-
kind enough.
I am very kind. You don't seem so kind. You seem really intense, like you had too much Red Bull or something.
Really?
Yeah.
That might be a little bit of projecting. I don't know. I've been perfectly pleasant.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You're like...
I'll go slower for you. Sorry.
No, it's not that. It's just the intensity. It's just the way you're asking the leading questions, the way you're expecting certain answers.
Well,
and it's
I'm asking you
it's
your
complicated. It's complicated.
Let's talk about it.
Do you have any...
Not very complicated. He's got quite a few viewers. That's not very complicated for him with as many subscribers as he has. He's figured it out, lady. I don't think that you need to be telling him how to ask questions. Maybe try to answer the questions rather than try to tell him how to ask questions. Just a suggestion.
people that you...
Really quick, hold on. When it comes down to this,
That's okay.
the crisis evaporated. Do you think that's a good thing when it comes down to what was going on at the southern border, or no?
Absolutely. I told you that already. Biden f***ed up and Harris f***ed up.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't need to be one side or the other. They f***ed up thoroughly.
I'm not trying to bite. When it comes
I like how he even leaves out the F word on that stuff. That's cool. Maybe he's trying to make it more kid friendly or something. I don't know.
down to it, how would you like to
Sure.
see ICE enforce immigration law? Yeah.
I want them to go after criminals first. They seem to have a bounty to collect anybody. They go into court, they steal people off, the bench, whatever they do, people that are coming out of their immigration hearing. I'm Canadian, I'm white, and I got in here when I could. And I didn't have to sneak over. If anything, I might sneak back.
You might sneak back to
Yeah.
Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to see basically the phrases like worst first, which I think a lot of people
But they're
sympathize
not.
with.
They're
What if-
not.
well-
They're getting a bonus for every person they catch. That you can agree is wrong.
Well, that's objectively false, though. What is your
Okay.
basis for saying that?
Not be MAGA. Because I know they've
Is it
gotten
because I'm talking the
bonuses.
truth, that makes me
You
MAGA
don't know
right there.
that they've gotten bonuses for catching people?
You're saying per person they get a bonus. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's not true.
All right. Well,
Wait, hold on, really quick. Instead of me just saying that, why don't we pull it up? Ma'am, no. Okay.
She knows she's wrong. She has a chance to prove him wrong by looking it up, but she doesn't want to try to prove him wrong because she knows she made a claim that she can't back up. Pretty simple to do. If you think you're right about it, you can back it up. You should be able to look it up on your favorite Google thing. But if you're afraid to do it, it's not on him, it's on you.
All right. You were so nice. I actually thought she said that as a joke at first. I thought she was gonna say, "Oh, I'm just kidding." But
we do run into that sometimes where they're like, "You're so aggressive," and I'm just like, dude, I literally couldn't be friendlier. But in their view, asking any.
All right. If you guys want to be added to the list on this thing here, it's going to be for people who are kind of engaging in the chat and things like that. I cannot find Jeannie. If you're in here, whatever, you're a mod or something like that too. But for, I think that's good. I might need to change. I do need to fix that a little bit. Hold on a second. But so far, I got 3 people in there: Laura, Slag Saint, and Danny Rebel. I saw Danny Rebel earlier. So if you want me to add your name to that list or whatever, let me know. But I got
question about this is like so aggressive to them. They've never had it challenged, and for her, that was like, "Whoa, I'm in a hostile environment. You must be the enemy." Like that's kind of the thought process there.
Really funny.
Exactly.
You see what her shirt said?
No.
Her shirt said, "I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right."
For the Abbey, I promise.
Hey guys, that shirt that she evidently had on, does that remind you of anything? Oh, I have that in reverse. Okay, unmirror it real quick. You guys understand what it says in reverse, right? I have the same shirt. I did not plan it that way. I didn't know I was going to watch that same video today. That's funny. Let's see. I got rid of that one there. Rebel News, maybe. Remove from playlist there. What time is it? 4:30. I probably at least should in now. Or do you guys want to watch the whole video clip of the Rebel News with the big protest the other day? Or if you want more of a Christian thing, you got the Nicholas Bowling thing there also. Hopefully, Liberty Hangout puts her thing out tonight. Let's do this. We'll start this and see how it is.
Promise you, I'm trying to get you my ID. I work for the press office.
For the press office. Do you believe in free speech?
Yes, I'm not going to get into a conversation about that.
Do you believe in free speech?
There are rules for filming on our property, so you need to get in touch with us to do
You see that
that.
person they're filming? I just showed you there. You know, that woman there, with the phone in there. Okay. Take a picture there for me.
But I can see here that you are an actual news.
Oh, so you have a problem with the actual news, not with. So anyone random can film.
No, but you're an endorsed.
I'm glad you said that. We're endorsed. Thank you for the endorsement.
Are you the gatekeeper of
I will have to go
the media?
Go get security. Go get security. Thank you very much. Right, let's go.
Okay, what was that?
That was someone who doesn't like us talking, and they don't like us talking if they don't want us to have an opinion. And it's tough shit because we've got a very strong opinion. Welcome to the UK, the land of no freedom,
and the land of censorship as well.
I can't wait for the security.
Really?
Are you waiting for the security to come? I can't wait. Go on.
What would you say to the security?
I'll point out all the other people filming and ask them what the problem is. Right, here it comes.
And we are in the sidewalk.
What's her name?
Can't film it.
Who can't?
Private property.
How come they're all filming?
It's private property.
I'll ask a question. How come they're all filming?
It's a private property, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
How come they're all filming?
You can with a phone here. You can't film
So
it
if I change this to a phone up,
excuse me, sir. I'm telling you again. Yeah. You can't film in here.
How come they're all filming?
You understand it's called unequal justice, officer. That's kind of against policy in most countries. I don't know about the UK, but if other people are private citizens are allowed to film there, then you should allow other people to film there. You understand that?
I'm telling you.
I'm just me, not the rest of the people. They can film.
I'm telling you, you can't film in here.
And what?
You can film with that.
I can film with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
No professional camera, please.
Are you kidding?
Is somebody actually blocking the camera? That cannot be a police officer. There's no way that's a UK cop that's blocking the filming there.
Excuse me.
Don't
Hello.
touch his phone.
Like,
Don't touch
what
that.
are you doing?
Don't touch that. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Hello.
Excuse me. Don't touch that.
Don't touch my camera.
Touching the camera. Yeah. I can use this film. I can
Did
use
you
this.
really put like your
Am I right to use this?
your hand in my lens?
I'm in here.
Okay, go in there.
No.
Did you put your hand in my lens?
Close the
Will you
answer.
get arrested, sir?
Arrested for what?
For
Filming.
what?
Like I said, it wasn't a cop. It was just the other news person's friend or whatever.
Yeah. Arrested for filming. Yeah. That's Britain 2026. Go get the police, mate. Go get the police. Go get the police.
Can you sort them out?
Officer, go get the police, mate. Let's carry on our interview. Let's just finish our interview.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, what were we saying?
Peter.
He's going to get arrested for filming. Yeah, let's go.
What take it? What are you jumping?
Go away.
Why you jumping?
Go away.
Why you jumping?
Go away.
Can't fit in there.
It's a sidewalk.
You can't film.
It's a sidewalk.
You can't film.
Don't speak to them. Don't speak to them. Sorry, what's going on? Hello, mate. How are you? How are you doing? You all right? Yeah. So basically, go away. So basically, right? Everyone's filming. This gentleman, that gentleman, that gentleman. She's filming. Yeah. Everyone's filming. Right. But for some reason, aggressively, this girl puts her hand on her camera. This gentleman, I don't know who he is, thinks he's in charge of the police or something. This gentleman's come over. You can't film. You can't film. So tell everyone else they can't film. Yeah. We'll do the same as everyone else.
Up until the lines, all the way down.
So you see that footpath there? That footpath, you can do anything you like. Thank you, mate. Nice one. Come on, go. Oi, you're not hard. No, you won't. No, you won't, you silly man.
You keep turning up.
Millions.
Hope so.
I'll start right.
Good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
He's got fans everywhere.
That is good to have on footage. Do you film? Yeah, obviously.
Sandra, that's good. Give you a photo.
Thank you very much.
I said to my son-in-law, he said, what are you doing? You know, I'm the son going out to you. Honestly.
Found us. Here we are. That one there, ready?
I have no idea.
Ready?
You're better than I am.
I'll do it. Are you jumping in? I'll do it that way. All three of us. There you go.
Speed it up here for you.
Thank you very much. See you Saturday. See you Saturday. Right. Look, mate. How are you?
This was before the big event. Okay.
So I might have seemed a bit hostile to those people, but you know people telling me where I can and can't film. It's like, look, he's filming, everyone's filming. And now we're filming. 1 metre away, literally. What the point of that? Welcome to England.
Yeah. So I'm with Tommy Robinson, and we are 2 days before the big rally. And I want to have your thought on what the UK government have done. Cancelling visas of speakers who were attending your rally.
They've exposed themselves. They've not cancelled extremists, they're cancelling journalists. Yeah. So they've exposed themselves. They don't like people who have a different opinion from their worldview or their mass open border, dangerous immigration. They've exposed what we have to live with in Britain. You see, they don't want journalists talking. Members of European Parliament, multiple members of European Parliament, high ranking, have now been refused entry into this country. Whilst they're stopping journalists and they're stopping media or they're stopping politicians, our borders are open to rapists, criminals, jihadists. Our country and our government welcomed back a terrorist who said all white people need to be killed. They welcomed him back. They brought him in. He's not British, he's from Egyptian or whatever, but yet they're stopping journalists. So they've just exposed themselves. I know the letter that Dominic, the Polish gentleman, our good friend, shared is on 7 million views. The world can see what Britain thinks about free speech. Yeah, and this Saturday, the country's coming out, not in support of Keir Starmer, against him.
So they announced that they will deploy massive police enforcement. They say that they are ready to arrest people for hate speech.
I wonder if anybody got arrested the other day.
Same for the people who are saying Intifada. Do you believe that they will really crack down?
Oh yeah, that is kind of interesting. You say Intifada or whatever, or have another Intifada. That's okay to say in England, which is interesting. But it's not okay to say England for Englanders or something like that.
down on the other one?
We've had laws that could have been implemented against all the extremist Hamas supporters for the last 2 years. They've allowed them call for jihad, made excuses for them. They've allowed to call them for the murder of Christians and Jews. They've allowed them to incite hate from one end of this country to the other, and they've done nothing. In fact, real hate is being incited in mosques up and down this country. No arrests, no dawn raids, no closing down the mosques. By what they mean is they want to intimidate the British public into silence. But that doesn't work anymore. Yeah.
Intimidate the British public into silence. Interesting. Anybody else faced any intimidation into silence in the United States? Or for your Christian values, for your patriotic values, or your political opinion or anything like that? Anybody else faced a little bit of retribution or anything like that, or pushback from the government for your political views, from your friends for saying you said something wrong or something like that? Anything like that out there? Why is it that free speech is being attacked by the state and by other people out there? It's like, you understand the importance of free speech.
Yeah. There's no hate speech. There's just facts. We speak facts and we speak truth. And that's what we'll continue to do. And we'll do it on Saturday with the biggest audience this country's ever seen.
Do you think it made a mistake by canceling visas?
And you'll see it again on Saturday at a march.
My friends, yeah, because you had an opinion they didn't like, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore because you said something I disapprove of. So you're no longer in my friend group or something.
Designed to confront and intimidate this diversity and this diverse country. That is why this Labour government will block far-right agitators from travelling to Britain for that event. Because we...
Far-right agitators. You'll block far-right people that are journalists, it sounds like, from coming to your country. But like he said, you're okay with somebody that said it's okay to unalive white people. Make it make sense.
We will not allow people to come to the UK to threaten our community.
Yeah, got over after time. That's good.
And spread hate on our streets.
He made a big mistake.
Free speech is not hate. And hate speech is not really a thing. You know why Republicans or whatever don't really believe in hate speech? Because they can understand, to keep things civil and things like that. And it's kind of, I'm not going to be hateful about somebody or something like that. I may not like somebody's opinions or somebody's things that religion tells them to do, but I'm not going to hate the person for it. You understand that? There's a difference. You can hate the person's actions. You can not like Sharia law, for instance, but just, you don't have to hate the person that works at the restaurant or something like that. It's silly.
Because he's exposed himself to the world.
But it's okay for lefties to hate somebody that wears a MAGA hat and try to steal the MAGA hat in their minds. It seems like they can take that MAGA hat off. They can demean and call them maggots like Pam does. But if we simply talk about the actions of somebody that we disagree with, say Islam, for instance, then we must be at hate speech. You have to be canceled if you say something against the actions or beliefs of another religion or something like that. Crazy.
See, Keir Starmer, you muppet, right? There's such a thing now called the internet, and actually Starlink, thanks to Elon Musk. So the people you've banned, they'll be here with us.
And so how many people will show up, you think?
It's hard to know. We know that the government will go to any extreme, as you've seen, banning people. You see the way they've wanted to silence some international speakers. What do you think they're doing to us every day? What tactics do you think they're using the police as a weapon, the media as a weapon, to try and silence us? So they continually try, but every move they make backfires and our numbers grow. So I think you're going to see the biggest gathering and the most beautiful gathering of families, children, old women, young women, coming together, uniting, 4 nations, 1 kingdom, against a treacherous government who are betraying us all. They're betraying the British, but they're also betraying the hard-working migrants who come here legally, who come here to work hard and integrate and assimilate, and they've opened the borders to criminals.
Love when they said they muppet. I don't know when UK people say Muppet.
And gangs of hostile, violent, jihadist mindsets.
And what do you think of the languages used by your prime minister, calling people far-right agitators?
Those words worked for them for 30 years. He doesn't realise he needs to catch up. It doesn't work anymore. No one cares. People wear it now like a badge of honour.
Do you think it would be ousted?
Yeah, no one cares. See you later, Keir. Look, Keir Starmer is going to be like this little blip in history, yeah, that no one remembers. And if they do remember, they're just going to remember he was a wanker, yeah? And that's Keir Starmer. So whereas our movement, we're just getting started. He'll be out of there soon. He'll be out of there soon.
Because I spoke with a lot of people on the streets. They seem to be agreeing to cancel visas, saying that those people anyway are fascists. Do you think it's not better to have debates and open discussion?
I'm not sure. Fascist.
Oh boy, this remind you of any Democrats or black bloc people you know or anything like that? This kind of behavior, this kind of opinion here?
This is up for a debate. I mean, Tommy Robinson's a violent thug, so I wouldn't be keen on him being anywhere.
What seems to be okay with the boat with illegal migrants coming in?
I think it's a pretty common tendency here, to be honest. And it's not really anything that's...
Yeah, Pam is kind of the same kind of Keir Starmer, like, no, you can't say certain things. Yeah, the right is all fascist, so don't support anything on the right, you know. Even if they advocate for free speech, it's still the right is bad.
Particularly new. I mean, it's a left-wing government, somewhat left-wing government, and people here aren't really fond of Tommy Robinson. I can see why people would say it's a free speech issue there, but I'm simply just not surprised.
You're speaking to people in London. London's a different country to the rest of the UK. It's a different country. There's no working class people really here. They're all middle class. They don't live, many of them, they come into the city for work. They don't understand the problem. So get out to a working class town, any working class town, speak to people on the streets there. You'll get a totally different reaction.
So after this rally, what's next?
Next is a 3-year plan for a Battle of Britain.
Sounds like Portland almost, the way he's talking there. Yeah, the inside Portland, crazy opinions. You know, if you said back in the day or whatever and asked a Portland resident, you know, what do you think of Joey Gibson? Oh, fascist. Yeah, somebody in Oregon City that knows him, patriotic guy and Christian guy, things like this, you know, that's what they'll kind of say about him in a lot of cases, you know. But Portland people, London people, so similar.
At the next election, we need to get the working class, we need to get them voting, we need to get them organised, we need to get them fit, healthy and ready to fight for Britain.
And why not united the West instead of united the Kingdom?
And that's what it's called, Unite the Kingdom, Unite the West. This is a problem that affects the entire Western civilization. There's no borders to this problem. We're making friends. We've been doing this for a long time. I've been out to Italy. I met with Salvini. I went to France. We've spoke with Vox. We've spoke with the AFD. Our ultimate vision is on the same day, at the same time, there'll be a European uprising of people. Not in a violent fashion, but European culture. When I travel to France, I want to experience French culture. Well, I don't. I went to Paris. It's horrible. Yeah. When I go to Berlin, it's horrible. Right. So something's got to change. People need to realise this moment now is our time. Yeah, this is the time, or we lose. So we've got 3 years to the English election, to the British election, but the rest of the Europeans who have been silent for too long, who have been scared, realise the dam has burst in Britain. Yeah, we're going to lead the way. Watch our numbers. The people in this country are not going to sleep again. We've been asleep for too long, and that sleeping lion is awake. You're going to witness it on this Saturday.
Well, Piers Morgan say that it's not true. There is no cultural change here in England.
The credibility of Tommy Robinson and the damage.
I thought for a guy who advocates for free speech on his own channel, you'd think he'd kind of side with Tommy Robinson's kind of free speech kind of situation there. But in this case, it looks like he's going after another issue
that he does in America about the reputation of this country and London all being overrun by Muslims, and everyone swallows it in America.
I'm fully 100% behind.
Crystal.
these rallies. I think that they need to remove the Muslim element from the UK altogether. That's what I would advocate
What are you talking
for. Yes,
about?
that's correct.
If you don't think that Britain has a Muslim problem today, you're
Gavin McGinnis.
an elite, and you don't travel, and you don't know working class people, and you've never been.
You've
to
no
Luton
idea
Town, and
who
you've
I
never been
hang
to
out
Birmingham,
with.
and
You
you've
haven't
never
got a
been to
clue,
Wales.
man.
Go there, use your eyeballs.
Who's Piers Morgan?
Hello. I couldn't care less about your silly little insults. It's like a 2-year-old. Why would I care?
A 2-year-old. A 2-year-old. Listen, sir, I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
All right,
who's this? Applications are open.
All right, let's just.
That's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
Who cares what he says? No one really cares. Yeah. Are you British?
I suppose so, yeah.
What do you mean, suppose so?
Well, if you want to be narrow, yeah.
Why would it be narrow? Yeah, what?
Well, because...
Why would it be narrow asking if you're British?
It's about family history and things. It's weird.
Yeah, so are you British?
Yeah.
But why is that narrow?
Why is it narrow? Because I think there are far more important factors to determine somebody's character than where they're from, right?
Do you love Britain?
I love the whole world, to be honest.
Do you love Britain?
I love Britain. I love the whole world.
Do you think Britain should have open borders?
Yeah.
Okay, so in those open borders, say for example, an illegal immigrant come in Bournemouth, he went to school, said he was 15, but he was actually 21. He ended up stabbing a Royal Marine to death. That illegal immigrant, you think he should have been here, do you?
I absolutely think that he's justified to come to the country.
Even though the investigation shows he shot 2 people dead in Serbia before he came, you think he should be here?
That's an interesting question.
And you think I'm narrow-minded? You think I'm narrow-minded?
You're raising one individual.
I'm not
rather than talking about the whole.
Okay, 100 sexual assaults.
Why in particular do these individuals put into a situation
because we're
where
giving
that
them
is
free.
the only position? that they can
100
take?
sexual assaults against children by men in hotels.
People are
You think that's good?
People are conditioned from their environment. And clearly, if they're not
An Islamic environment.
No, of course, if they're not the services to support.
Oh, the services.
Then therefore,
So he
they will
shot
go to the
people
ground.
dead. So hold on, he shot people dead in Serbia, and then he sexually abused girls at school, and then he stabbed a Royal Marine because there weren't enough services for him. Is that what you believe?
I think that there is.
You're dressed like the stereotypical problem as well. You fit.
Economic ability for us to address the root causes of inequality and crime.
Mate, let me
These
say that.
things are determined by the fact that there are not
Do you know
enough
them?
abilities
Okay.
for people to be able to have adequate housing, have health.
We don't have adequate
be able to
housing
have
because you
food.
want open borders.
No.
Let me tell you
No,
something.
it's a
Do you
matter
see-
of
Do
infrastructure.
you see the
It's a
mess this
matter of
country's
where
in?
this money
Yes.
is being
Do you see the mess
put.
this country's in?
The wealth exists
Mate,
within this nation.
do you see the
to be able
reason?
to house
Listen,
everybody, to be able
okay,
to have
I
everybody
need to
have
go.
the
Do
basic necessities
you know
to
why
live.
this country's in the
And
mess it's in?
reason that people go to
Gentlemen,
crime, the reason that things
He just wants to get his voice heard. He doesn't want to have the debate. Crazy.
happen like this is because they're so
Can I-
angry at the
okay,
situation.
that's it, yes. Can I tell you something?
You try to capitalize
Can I
upon
tell you
that
something?
anger.
Can I tell you
The
something?
People are angry about the situation.
The
because
reason-
they do not have what they need.
The reason.
You fundamentally understand that.
Mate, can you
because that
say-
is where
can you
your
let me say
fundamental
something?
base comes from.
Can you let me say
Your
something?
base comes
Can you let me
from
say something?
manipulating the anger that working people feel
you want
about the
vacancy.
fact that the billionaires
Mate,
are taking their money. And
can you let me
can't
say
afford to
something?
live.
The
And
reason-
things like Iran are triggering an economic crisis.
Do you want to listen to me?
And who's doing so?
Do you want to listen to me?
Your
Do you
powers.
want to listen to me?
The Epstein
The
Club.
reason this country is such a mess is
You're talking about, you just got through saying he's taking advantage of the workers and then saying he's helping the Epstein class. You're more the Epstein class there, that's sort of higher than thou and thinking that you know better than other people than Tommy Robinson. But what is wrong with these people? You just don't think before they talk. Let me do something here. Not a whole lot of other stuff going on today. I guess we'll send you over to that channel after we're done here.
because of weak men like you.
Weak men.
And tough men are taking it back. Watch as we bring.
Hey, Sherber, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing good. Britt and Santa, you're in the house. Sherber was really generous the other day. Thank you for the gifted subs. If you did get if you see your name in blue, is it for if you got membership or something like that, you probably can thank Sherber for those memberships there. I don't know if I've seen anybody with a new color on their name or anything like that, but if you do, then check and see if Sherber is the one that gave it to you.
This country back, and there's nothing your fucking pathetic little worldview can do about it. So enjoy Saturday with the biggest event this country's ever seen. Enjoy us awakening the nation, and enjoy your bullshit woke politics in the rear end of history.
It's not you that's awakening the nation.
In the
It's
end,
economic
we win.
crisis of
See you later.
capitalism that's awakening
Oh
the
yeah,
nation.
what do we want?
Awakening the
Communism.
masses.
Blue is mod, green is member. Okay. Not that I'm asking everybody to do that. I wonder if you go to the next membership level or something like that, I wonder if it's a different color. I'll look into that myself.
We want communism. You clown.
What do you want?
See you later. What do I want? I want you to off while I go get a curry. See you later.
The UK
Let's go get curry.
needs our support. They are counting on us to show.
This allegedly, this is Jeannie, one of our mods' cousins or whatever. This lady here, I think I heard this, or one of the other reporters that works for Rebel News. Got a like on that one there. We covered that one there. Let's see what Fat Patriot's up to here. We'll probably raid him. I was going to raid it. Okay, she had trouble with her video. Good thing I'm going to raid Fat Patriot then. See what he's up to. If he's behaving himself today. Is he behaving himself? Or if you like craziness or whatever, Zach X is doing something here too. But he's got enough viewers right now. He doesn't need any help there, but he's out there doing some stuff out there anyway. What's he doing?
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, about the whistle before. I know it was really loud.
He's trolling some lefties out there. If you guys want to watch him, I'm guessing that Fat Patriot's probably already watching him anyway. But anyway, this is his channel, I believe. You'll see it in the chat there in a second. I know you just got here, Share Bear, but I've been on for quite a while. You know me. I've 2 hours is usually about my time to leave it. I'll come on later on or something like that or whatever. Probably when everybody else is on around that 6, 7, 8 o'clock time or whatever. Maybe I'll do the late stream tonight. I don't know. It depends on other stuff. I'm gonna go outside and fly my drone. It's a nice day to fly my drone, so I'm gonna fly my drone out there. Maybe I'll share videos of my drone flying or whatever if that works for you. Kind of fun stuff to do there. I still have to figure out how to get them downloaded, uploaded, and all that stuff. Anyway, that's Zach X's channel. Did it work? Yes, it did work. Okay, I'll send you over to Fat Patriot over there. Let me see what he's up to real quick here. So make sure that it's something TOS friendly, of course. Why does it come up right away? Fat Patriot right there. There we go. Hey, the Evangelist, how you doing? Nice to see you there. Do you have your own channel, Evangelist? It sounds like you have a name that's kind of might have your own channel or something like that. If you do, I'm trying to put together a kind of a list of people that have their own channel that like to visit my channel once in a while. There, drone videos would be fun. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking is a good idea. So, since it's 5 o'clock over here, I think I know you're lurking all the time, Danny. We'll shout you out anyway. Not that you're even asking for it, but I'm just that nice a guy. But like I was saying, the people that are often chatters in here that are also have their own channel or something like that, I'm going to make a dedicated Nightbot command for them called Curbs. Did I just leak it myself? So far, the people on that channel are Laura Loves America, Grandpa Muskrat, Slag Saints, Danny Rebel, but I can always go to Danny directly. We're trying to. Jeannie, also one of our mods, has her own channel. She puts out good Canadian content. I just couldn't find her link right now, so we'll find it later. Anybody else out there have a channel that wants me to get shouted out once in a while? Share Bear, anybody? Sand Tiger? No. Yes. Anyway, we'll send you over to this guy here. What's he up to?
I think it was 2 days ago, wasn't it? Saturday?
So he's covering tornado stuff or something.
Never go full retard. Never go full retard. Tan diddler.
They're talking about other drama stuff or something like that. I was talking about it's like weather reports or something like that. So, and also the San Diego situation that's going on there. Maybe that happened 3 hours ago. You don't have a channel? No worries. All right, yes. I'm not leaving you. I'm temporarily transferring you somewhere else or whatever. So then you guys can come back and watch me later if you guys want to. Sorry, Share Bear. I'm so mean. Or if I do go somewhere to a park or something like that for doing the drone thing, you won't really be able to see the drone if I go live from that other place, but I might go live or whatever so you guys can watch me control the drone. That'd be kind of a silly thing to do, but would you want to watch me control a drone that's 200 feet away or more? I don't know if that'd be fun. You don't post videos right now? Okay. All right. Let me know, Evangelist, and I'll shout you out when you start doing that. I used to do little late night Bible studies too, or something like that. I don't know if that'd be a thing you guys would be interested in. Actually, what I might do on that one there is like raid you over to my Rumble or whatever at the end of a YouTube stream or whatever, and just do the Bible studies on Rumble or Twitch or X or something like that. That might be an idea. Don't need to do it on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you guys later, alligators. After a while, crocodiles. Snooks is already over there. Paul's already over there. I see how he's taking all my people over there. I see. Go tell those traders that kind of left early or whatever over there to next time don't leave early. Just kidding. But let's just see a few people over in that chat that usually come over in my chat or that were in my chat earlier that went over in his chat. Oh, Danny was over there too. I don't mind. I don't care. Just playing around. All right, Shiva. Thank you for watching. We'll send you guys over there. You guys want a song before you go? We'll play the Mr. Bill song one more time. Oh, no.
Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show.
Oh, now this is more of an intro song. I need sort of a song similar to this, maybe. It's an outro song, like thank you for watching the Mr. Bill Show. I see him over there. Next is over there.
We got 80s karaoke and puppets galore. Spin the wheel for $1 and hell give you some more. Blondes have more fun. Mr. Bill sees to that. Stacks them on the screen to get the super chats. Only comes out in the daylight, but he's staying up late. Laura's not camera ready, but he's gonna wait. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. 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 Welcome.
You guys hear that? You guys hear that when I hit this? Does it make a sound? Does it feel like a drum when it hits that? Does that feel like a drum?
He won't do no cussing, watching for that preacher man, or going into spaces to bicker with Pam. Race stream, live stream, we all scream for ice cream. The Mr. Bill Shuffle is his claim to fame. Won't remember frosted tips, but you'll remember his name. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. 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 The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show.
I think I'll keep those drumsticks around.
Bill Show.
That was cool. I do like that song too. I just need a closing kind of version similar to that one or something like that. Probably have to pay Angry to do another one. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging. Tell Fat Patriot to shave his face. Because I need to shave my own face or something like that. But you can tell him to shave his face or work on his hairline. Work on his hairline. So do I. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a good night. Good. I'll see you tonight sometime. I'm not sure when, but also watch Danny Rebel when he comes on with Chris. Later, guys. 30-second outro. Say your goodbyes now.